in the scene where his eyebrows are exposed, he has regular glasses on, and in the side of the mask, he's got little holes so that the arms of the glasses can slide into it. And brother, it was just the best. I just like, I know he was giving important information in that scene, but I couldn't hear any of it because I was just like, little holes. It's like I was losing my mind, like at the choices. I don't even think that was part of the mask. I think he was just like, I wear a mask and I also wear glasses and I need
How
to wear them
how
both
am
at
I
the same
supposed
time.
to
Yeah. He's like, hi, sharks. Have you ever been in a situation where you need to put glasses on, but you're wearing a full mask? Well, have I got something for you?
What's going on, everyone? I am Phil, along here with Joe,
Hey, Phil. How's it going, everybody?
and we are talking spoilers for The Running Man. If you have seen our non-spoiler review of The Running Man, uh, all that still applies. We'll try not to tread the same ground, but we're talking about plot, talking characters, talking about deep spoilers.
So if you haven't seen the movie, please go see the movie. We no spoilers for the book though, because neither of us have read it.
Yeah.
But maybe we will read it and live on YouTube, and and that will be spoilers. But if that happens, if we do that video, we'll let you know for sure.
If we accidentally spoil the book, I mean, that's not really our fault because we didn't read
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, so Joe, what's the biggest spoiler thing that like is gnawing at your consciousness?
I think all the spoilers lean towards negative, which is a shame. But it's the things that I'm thinking about because it's so fresh. Like I just saw the movie, so the things that are bothering me are the negative things. Like we were just looking over the cast before we recorded it, and I was like, "Oh, right, William H. Macy's in this movie. He's in it briefly, and then never returns." There's a scene where he is being tortured for information, and even my son leaned over to me in the middle of it and said, "Did that happen?" Because there's
Yeah.
so much AI deepfaking in this movie, and Glenn Powell awakes from a dream right after that sequence. So, like, it maybe didn't happen. If it didn't happen, how, like, it's referenced later. Like, he's like, "You didn't get that information from William H. Macy." And they're like, we don't know who you're talking about." Like, they don't say that, but they could. And they have no closure at the end. Like, the character doesn't go to see him. And I was kind of like, ugh. I mean, that's
I'm kind of
one
curious if
tiny
that is.
thing.
I'm kind of curious if that's from the book. You know what I mean? Like,
That
uh,
character, yeah.
not just the character, but that whole sequence where like he's being tortured for information, and then like Brent Richards wakes up, and you're not sure if that's a dream or if it actually happened. You know what I mean? Because
It's int
he's straight from the book, for all we
it's an
know.
interesting question, but it deserves an answer at the end. Um, but they give it's weird because there's a point at the ending where it's like, are we gonna get no answers? And then we get a bunch of answers.
Honestly, like that, I didn't I like the ending for me wasn't great. Like I wasn't crazy about the whole like well let me tell you like
Yeah.
let me tell you what actually happened. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
Yeah. The movie pauses and then they're like, "We don't know how to end this." So,
you know.
here's everything that happened. But yeah, like literally a plane is heading towards a building and a pause button appears on screen. And the apostle character explains why
And
it's
like
all a mess.
so we talked about in our 9 spoiler review that it's the least Edgar Wright movie that he's directed. And I'm thinking now, like, is there a world where Edgar Wright edited differently? Like, because think about how the movie ends. So like the whole like last action sequence, like he's on a plane and is heading towards the
Sure. The TV
what do you call it?
studio.
TV studio, and it like right before it crashes, like the apostle comes out and like and tells you, well, this is what actually happened. But imagine like if the movie ends with um the plane crash, and like you kind of get to see the rest of the world like and the Running Man again, and, like, Ben Richards comes back, but you don't know how, and then, like, then the Apostle comes in,
Then the
and then,
apostle
like
comes. Yeah,
like, as almost like a post-credit sequence.
yeah.
Not post-credits, but, like 'cause it is a long sequence.
There's a lot there. There's a lot of like tidying up to do at the end. So yeah, I mean, I would have liked that.
Yeah, I'm kinda
Yeah,
curious because, like, that feels more Edgar Wright to me than what actually was on screen.
sure. I mean, maybe Edgar Wright do this a lot in a lot of his movies? I think The World's End sort of montages the ending,
Yeah,
and I mean, Shaun of the Dead does too, and Hot Fuzz, maybe? I don't remember. I need to think on it, but, maybe this is his thing, and it just never bothered us before, but it sure bothered me now. I
because it wasn't somebody actually telling you what happened.
Yeah, that's true. Super frustrating. Real quick, back to Bill Macy. I'm okay with him dying because the costumes that he sold were shit. He sells 3 costumes to the guy. It's Ben Richards and a priest, an executive with a mustache, and a soldier. All of them terrible. And
I mean, like, not even enough glue for the mustache.
right? Not even it was a mess. Glenn Powell did a movie called The Hitman, I think it's called, in with Richard Linklater. It's a Netflix movie. It's very good. He uses many disguises in that film. Each of them is better than all of these combined. So I was bothered by that, but I shouldn't be. He's a normal guy. That's the thing. He's a normal guy. He's not going to know how
Yeah.
prosthetics work. you know, he's just, it's just fake wigs and fake mustaches. Um, the AI bothered me so much because I feel like they use it too much. The Josh Brolin character always has like an AI thing ready to go. And at one point, Glenn Powell's like, well, why don't you just fake the whole thing? And Josh Brolin's like, oh, we tried that, but we need the really human element sometimes. Um, but as it came to the end, I was like, well, nothing matters. Like, it doesn't matter what we do. Whoever's wins will tell the story that they want to tell. I guess it's a lesson for history and life. But so my son was saying like, oh, he got the money in the end. We were driving home and my son's like, yeah, he won. He won the Running Man, so he gets the money. And I was like, does he? Like, the producers could just say he did something wrong and not give him the money. They could even say factually, like, he has there's one of those tapes that he has to send in every day. There's one of them, he says he sends it and in the dust he writes, you mail it. They could say he didn't mail that in. And the rule from the beginning of the movie is if you don't mail them in, you're disqualified, but they could still hunt you. So they could just say he didn't follow the rules and he doesn't get the money. And I mean, that's a huge lesson for how the world works, like people
Yeah.
getting screwed over. Um, but like my son was like, he got the money. And I was like, I mean, there's a good chance he didn't get the money. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think from the ending, like, we see his wife and baby in, like, the nice part of town, so
That's
we
true.
assume that
Yeah.
they have some money.
Right.
Whether or not, like, they have, like, life-changing money is, I guess, up for debate. I don't know, like, I I thought it just added to the, um, like I mentioned in the, non-spoiler version, the horror element of it, like, how real it is and, like, how you can see how it would happen in this world.
For
Like,
sure.
um, so I don't know that it bothered me per se, other than, like, not like, it bothers me, like, as a person that this thing could happen, but it
Yeah.
doesn't bother me story-wise that, like, it happened in the
Yeah.
story.
I mean, story wise, if you look at the first Running Man, the whole sequence where Arnold Schwarzenegger is in the chopper and they're like, kill all the civilians. He's like, I won't do it. I won't kill those civilians. And then later on, they take that video and they edit it to make it look like he says, I, they're like, save those civilians. He's like, I won't do it. I won't help those people. Like, they use his words against him, basically. And it's so subtly done. And I guess it was so like not all over. Like, we weren't used to that kind of crazy editing to trick us. But in this one, I feel like it's inescapable. It's not like, yeah, I mean, it's nothing you can do. Anyway, it bothered me. It ruined the ending for me, to be honest. Because there's just nothing you could do. But let's not dwell on it. Let's talk about Lee Pace.
Yes. So my like, the thing I was gonna mention to you, uh, like, you said you didn't know that Lee Pace was in this movie,
I didn't
right?
know. Yeah.
Um, so, like, I think I had seen, like, his name, like, in one of the posters. I didn't know who he was playing, but there's a scene where, like, he's the main hunter in the full mask, and, like, he takes off like, he's got these eye holes, and, like, you can see his eyebrows, like, through the mask.
So wait, you didn't know he was in this movie until that moment, or you didn't know who
I
he
didn't know
played?
who he like, I didn't like, I might have figured it out, but I was like, "Oh, that's" like,
That's
I was like, "That's definitely him because of the eyebrows."
100%. Like, all right, so my my angle on this story is you said, "Do you know who's in this movie?" And I named a bunch of people, and you kind of alluded to that there was somebody else, and you said basically what you just said, that there's a point where you're like, "Oh, that must be this person." And so I was kind of on the lookout for right away, and I did see Lee Pace in the he's doing a lot of promotion for this movie, so, like, he's out there. So I knew he was in it, when I sat down to watch the movie. So when he shows up, I was like, "Oh, that's gotta be him." Like, because it's just this giant. He's so tall, and, he's got that smooth voice. Um, but it is really funny because he's completely covered, and then there's a scene in at the end of the second act where his eyebrows are just on display, and you're just like, "Come on." Who else could it be? It's so good. The mask is great too, though. It's just like this green mask, but he wears, like, sunglasses all the time, or goggles. I don't recall offhand. But in the scene where his eyebrows are exposed, he has regular glasses on, and in the side of the mask, he's got little holes so that the arms of the glasses can slide into it. And brother, it was just the best. I just like, I know he was giving important information in that scene, but I couldn't hear any of it because I was just like, "Little holes, it's" like, I was losing my mind, like, at the choices. I don't even think that was part of the mask. I think he was just like, "I wear a mask, and I also wear
Yeah.
glasses, and I need to wear them
How
both
am
at the
I
same
supposed
time."
to
Yeah, he's like, "Hi, sharks. Have you ever been in a situation where you need to put glasses on, but you're wearing a full mask? Well, have I got something for you? You take a pen and you just poke a hole." Anyway, totally great. And I love his character at the end. Spoilers, of course, is revealed to be a former winner of,
Yeah.
of, and I love that. I
Even
love when
even
they
he,
spin history in.
even he, didn't last all 30 days. He lasted 29 days canonically in that show. So, like, he didn't win, but he's alive.
Right, right. 29 days, yeah. Like, he was in it's it it's tough to figure out, but they make it sound like he was the one from Running Man season 1. Like, he was the first.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, immediately as he's saying that, I was like, "Prequel, prequel, prequel." I was like, "Hey, what'd you think about the Running Man?" "It was all right." "Prequel, prequel." Just to see a young, digitally de-aged Lee Pace busting heads and running around and making bad decisions. Um, Loved Jamie Lawson, who played Sheila Richards. She was terrific. Um, Really, really, really surprised to see Amelia Jones, who shows up at the very end of the
Yeah.
movie. Like, she plays this woman in a car. She plays a rich person in a car doing her thing. Ben Richards hops in her car. She's I don't know if you know her from stuff, but she's in stuff. Um she's in that new HBO show Task. She was in Coda. I love her from Coda. So when he hops in her car, I was like, holy crap. So I was happy to see her. and it felt like it could have been a new movie at that point. I was like, "Oh, this is a movie." You know, woman is thinks, the world thinks she's a hostage, but she's just a person, and at the wrong place at the wrong time, and now her life is ruined. Like her
Mhm.
her life is a movie. Like her parachute jump at the end, they, she could go off on her own thing, like, um,
Yeah.
but when she shows up, it was very disarming. It felt like it should have happened earlier, but it couldn't, of course. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious if that's the kind of the adaptation of from a book of it all, you know what I mean? Like, is it like, it very much feels like a new chapter in this book.
Yeah, for sure. It also feels like Stephen King got high and finished the book. Like, just wrote some crazy nonsense. Um,
I will say, going back to some of the other actors, I didn't know Katie O'Brien was gonna be in this movie.
who's Katie
Um,
O'Brien?
she plays in the other runner that doesn't die immediately.
Yes, Katie O'Brien. Um, she's fantastic. Katie O'Brien is kind of like the new Gina Carano. Only, and I say that only in that she is an action force, like,
Yeah.
and she has been popping up in all these little action movies. Uh, but she's starting to like get real roles and like starting to be, second tier co-star, which is great because she's has a great presence, totally fun to watch. Put her into everything. If she's not in Fast 11, I don't want to go. Like she deserves to be in Fast
Going in
11.
and fast food, right?
Absolutely. Like, oh yeah, there she is. I was wondering when she'd show up. Yeah, I didn't know she was in this, but her, and I like Martin Hurley, who plays the other runner. He's from Saturday Night Live and Please Don't Destroy. He's great. He's so funny. And that was another thing, though. They set up Ben Richards as this character who does the hard thing and speaks up when something is not right or helps the little guy. Like he will sacrifice something to help other people. A huge character trait from the Schwarzenegger movie too, where he's got his fellow runners and he puts himself in danger to save them on numerous occasions. Like it's not about him surviving; it's about all of them surviving. Um, and so this is set in open world, and they all split off and go in different directions. So I knew he wouldn't be able to save them, but in my mind, part of me was like, they set up that he acts this way, so why wouldn't he go off and help them? You know, but it goes a different way. They die pretty quick.
Well, I mean, the first one dies pretty quick, then, like,
He does, yeah.
yeah.
Then she dies screaming on fire.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, I the more that I think about it, the more I don't know if they could have done more with the whole, like, network controlling everything aspect of it.
There's no
Um,
fix. Yeah,
but I don't know, and maybe they do like, maybe it's enough. Like, I feel like because it feels so real, um, that maybe I don't know, maybe I wanted it to be more over the top, I guess. I don't know.
oh yeah. So maybe it's like a tonal issue. Like, um, they were trying to make it both goofy and zany, like not zany, but crazy. But it also deals with like real world problems of class systems and, uh, rich versus poor and murdering people on TV. Uh, so it's trying to be serious, but also crazy at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I mean, I still enjoyed it. Like, I
I
enjoyed,
enjoyed it too. Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Do you think that Edgar Wright? This is the first thing that he's adapted. Is that right? Like,
I mean, Scott Pilgrim is the other one. I
oh,
was
of
thinking about that
course,
earlier,
Scott
but
Pilgrim.
he did
Yeah.
adapt Scott Pilgrim.
Did he do anything? I haven't. It's been a while since I read Scott Pilgrim, but did he break away from it at all, or did he basically follow the beats to a T?
So, I mean, I would say, like, it follows the path of the books, but not necessarily, like, the step for step, because, like, the ending hadn't been written when they were filming that movie.
Oh, that's right. That last book came out after, yeah, or like
The
right
book
right
came
around.
the book came out, I wanna say a few months before the movie came out. So the ending is different. Um, they're, like they fight the exes and, um, he does change a lot of he does change a lot of things from the books, and, uh, the books take place over the course of a year. The movie takes place over the course of a weekend, it feels like.
It's a hard weekend, man. He's like, I've been in a couple fights this weekend. I got to go to urgent care. I love Scott Pilgrim. We should we should end this recording and do a ranking of the Edgar Wright movies.
Yeah. I would have to think about my ranking now because
Yeah, maybe we do it tomorrow morning.
but back to the adaptation of it, I wonder because, I've heard that he's wanted to make a movie of The Running Man based on the book for a while now, and I wonder if it's too reverent to the book. Again, not having read the book, so I don't actually know how close it is to the book, but, I wonder if that is where the issues are with both kind of the direction of it, not being like an Edgar Wright movie and kind of like tonal issues and things like that. So I wonder if that's where all those issues stem from.
I mean, it certainly could be. I don't know. It's weird because he does all these homages in his Cornetto trilogy where he's able to overcome this sort of all the issues we had with this movie are not in those movies. Like he's able to play in those worlds and blend them like horror with comedy and action with comedy and um,
Yeah.
disaster with comedy. Um, and it all blends so easily, but I don't know. Yeah.
So I attended an early screening of this, and they had I want to say a screensaver, but it's like the poster image. It's on the poster. It's credited as written by Michael Bacall Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright. Yeah,
Really? And
yeah.
that's still
So
like if I Google the poster right now, it'll still say that.
I'm sure it will. I'm assuming it's some sort of Writers Guild thing where
Oh,
uh,
interesting.
uh, Michael Bacall probably did like a whole draft of it by himself, and then he and Edgar Wright rewrote it. I don't know what the Writers Guild rules are, but it's weird that he's on there twice.
That's okay, that makes sense, right. Like, so there's like, he did a pass, and then they did a pass together, and then Stephen King was like, "What the hell?"
Right here.
He's an actor, he's a big time actor, but he's got a bunch of writing credits. Scott Pilgrim, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Project X. I mean, he's yeah, upcoming. What's he got? What's coming up? Wingmen, the untitled Les Grossman project? Sure, it'll be
But
good.
I wonder I wonder if again like they were too reverent to the source material because it is Stephen King, and it's one thing to rewrite Brian Lee O'Malley, who is relatively new coming up when Him came out. It's another thing to rewrite Stephen King, who has been a writer for decades now.
That is a great point, and you know Edgar Wright loves Stephen King, and he's like, "I do not wanna piss off Stephen King." Like, I wanna make sure he loves this movie too. Oh, man, that's such a good point, and he also has Arnold to worry about too. You don't wanna piss off Arnold. Uh, for what it's worth, I heard both of them really love this movie, so that's great. Yeah, you might be onto something there, like, there's there's a lot of people to please with this movie. I I love Edgar Wright, so I'll see whatever he puts out, so but
Yeah,
yeah.
as will I. Anyway, any uh any other spoilery thoughts before we sign off for this video?
I'm sure as soon as we stop recording, I'll think of 10. Uh, but this is a fun movie. It should be seen. I my natural instinct is I wish it was better, but I felt the same way after Baby Driver. I kind of felt the same way after A World's End. But I love those movies now. Like those are like 5 star movies for me. So uh, maybe I just need to live with this for a while or watch it 20 more times. 20 more times should do.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. Anyway, so if you guys have if you guys have seen Running Man 2025 and want to discuss spoilers, leave us comments in the comments below because we would love to talk more about, or at least I would love to talk more about Running Man. And if you like this, hit that like button. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. And we'll catch you all in the next one.